You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rudrans for Black and White Sports. Well, it seems loyalty in the WNBA only goes so far. And in this case, it also kind of creeps into friendship because one of Brittney Griner's good friends has decided that capitalism does win. In fact, she likes to make that money. So even in light of the fact that Brittney Griner is currently imprisoned in Russia for cannabis oil in vape cartridges, of course, the Biden administration has labeled her wrongfully detained, even though she did admit to doing exactly what Russia said that she was doing. And despite the fact that all we've heard from so many politicians is that Brittney Griner is being held as a political hostage, a political pawn, and it is so dangerous to go over there. And we don't recommend that anybody does it because Putin will grab them and hold them as collateral to use against the U.S. Okay. Well, one of Brittney Griner's friends said, sorry, Britt, I'm going to Russia to play basketball. One of Brittney Griner's friends says, you know what? I love that money a little bit more. Yikes. Outkick. Brittney Griner's friend sells out. Will play in Russia this season, proving her love for capitalism. And look, this player, we're talking about a long WNBA career here. Look at this. That's seven good seasons there. 7 good seasons. Brittney Griner was found guilty of drug charges in a Russian court on August 4 and was sentenced to 9 years in prison, while Russia is blatantly using her as a political pawn. Okay. That isn't stopping all of Griner's fellow WNBA players and a really good friend of hers from playing in the country this season. Interesting. The WNBA and its players have stood firmly behind Griner since her initial arrest in February 2022. President Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have used a typical course of action of putting out heartfelt statements and proceeding to do next to nothing to help Griner, an American citizen. A prisoner swap has also reportedly been discussed. It hadn't been discussed, Mark Harris. They've offered it up. Despite everyone in Griner's corner disavowing Russia plus the country's invasion of the Ukraine, money still talks. The overwhelming majority of WNBA players earn less than $250,000 per year. There's a reason for that. In fact, Jackie Young of the Las Vegas Aces is the only player in the league with an average salary over $250,000 at $252,000. That's still pretty good bread. Griner, one of the best players in the league, was set to make $227,000 next season. With this being the case, many WNBA players take their talents overseas during the WNBA offseason to earn money. Russia is a country that can pay 4 times what the WNBA does. Given Griner's imprisonment, most WNBA players have refrained from signing with a Russian team this offseason, but not former WNBA player Alex Bentley. Bentley's agent told the New York Times that her client is, quote, really good friends with Brittney Griner, but she also has to look out for herself financially. The 31-year-old last played in the WNBA in 2019, having not been able to sign a contract in the WNBA the past 2 seasons, seeing as how she wants to continue to play basketball and earn more than a livable wage. Bentley signed a 1-year contract with the UMMC Yekaterinburg. Unlike other players refusing to play in Russia this season, Bentley clearly realizes her presence on a Russian basketball court isn't going to change the fact that Griner is looking at 9 years in prison. While some may label Bentley's actions as, quote, betraying her good friend, maybe even betraying the United States, she has to look out for herself. Bentley playing in Russia proves she's both a capitalist and a realist, simply looking for the biggest payday. Yeah, I've got no animosity towards her whatsoever for doing this. It's capitalism. Go make your money. Okay? If they look, obviously women's basketball is much better received overseas and in Russia, other places outside the United States. I mean, for lack of a better way of putting it, people have no interest in professional women's basketball here. None. The ratings absolutely reflect that. I mean, the WNBA final ratings, I mean, they drew like 500,000 to 600,000 viewers, for crying out loud. Almost everything beats that. A weekly episode of All Elite Wrestling, a weekly episode, absolutely destroys WNBA final ratings, for crying out loud. Think about that. Okay, not the WWE, All Elite Wrestling, AEW, okay? So much destroys it. Most Major League Baseball, you know, I mean, it's even where a startup league like the Big Three that's only been around like 3, 4, 5 years now, a lot of weekends will beat the WNBA on ratings. And that's 3-on-3. Got to be honest with you, it's way more entertaining than the WNBA, but you get my point. Okay? And I'm sure Alex Bentley is sitting back right now going, you know what? What I'm not going to do, I'm going to not take vape cartridges containing cannabis oil into Russia, where it's highly frowned upon, and you get arrested and sentenced to 9 years for it. Just saying. Good for Alex Bentley. Good job. You want to go to Russia and play basketball? Rock on. Do it. Go for it. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Is this a betrayal of Brittney Griner's friendship? Yeah. I mean, Brittney Griner protested the national anthem. She kind of betrayed us, didn't she? Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.